So we're down here at Stewart,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a booth here. Tell us again what you sell here.
It's etched beer mugs and wine glasses and decanters.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. And what's etched on there?
Oh, I'll put anything, sports teams, different quotes, or
Uh-huh.
whatever somebody wants. That's what I put on the glass. Yeah.
Cool. So the glasses are etched, and you do that work by hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
take me through the process, start to finish.
Okay, so a customer would come to me, and they want something on glass, and I'll put it on, in Photoshop,
Uh-huh.
clean it up, or if I have to draw it, I'll draw it, and then I put it on a cutting program, have it cut the stencil out for me.
Uh-huh.
But if it's too intricate, then I will do it by hand with an X-Acto knife.
And you'll create the image on the computer,
Right.
print it out,
Yeah.
get it cut up nice,
Mm-hmm. Weed
And-
it out. Yep.
and that's done by hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all good.
Hey, buddy. No,
yeah,
listen.
yeah, right. So you cut it out. You create it. You cut it out. You get it on the glass
Mm-hmm.
once it's formed. And then what do you do to get it on the glass?
Okay, so then I use a transfer paper,
Uh-huh.
transfer it to the glass,
Right.
and then I just weed it out. If I have to cut it with X-Acto, or I use little sharp tools to pull
Mhm.
the stickers off, and then stick them in a blast cabinet, sandblast away. And I have to make sure the vinyl's on there good, because once you blast, it could lift it up,
Uh-huh.
and then the glass is ruined.
So you have like a hand sandblaster
Yeah,
that
blast cabinet.
you do it in your garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So you run the business out of your house.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I said a minute ago, but you're a perfectionist.
Oh yeah.
Like if something's wrong, you're tossing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've tossed a lot.
How many glasses do you have sitting around the house that didn't come to market because there was some little tiny detail wrong with them and you just kept them?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
And that's funny you say that, because I'll sit them outside or something, and people will go, "What's wrong with that?" And I'll point, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah. Right.
And, it just bothers me.
Well, I ask it because somebody who does create something by hand like yourself, I can't imagine that you're sloppy. I'm sure you're a
Oh
perfectionist.
yeah.
How many hours does it take, start to finish, for each glass, you think?
Well, now it's pretty quick,
Mm-hmm.
because most of my logos are already made up, and I, can cut them out pretty fast. But let's say something, brand new.
Uh-huh.
It just depends on how long it takes me to fix the logo
Yeah.
in Photoshop,
Right.
and that's what takes the time.
How much of your sales come from what's on the table completed versus like a custom piece?
I would say on the table maybe 60%, and the rest is 40%.
Gotcha. Yeah. So mostly what you got, and it's a lot of, right now it's football season.
Oh yeah.
So you've got
A lot of football. I get a lot of football.
a lot of
Yeah.
football.
Oh, yeah.
People, I mean, they love their football.
Yep.
So, and who's your team?
Kansas City.
Yeah. And you're from Kansas City,
Oh yeah.
so you're not a front runner. But
Uh-uh.
they were bad for a
I've been with
long
'em-
time.
I've been hanging with them a long time.
Derek Thomas days,
Yeah, way back. Yep. Yeah.
he was legit.
Yes.
So
yes.
good. That was so sad.
Yep. Even when Joe Montana was there.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
before my time, but
Mhm.
Derek Thomas is about as far back as I go. But I remember him. He was
Yeah,
good, and
yeah.
then he had that tragic car crash, right?
Yeah. Yes. Right. Yeah.
Terrible.
Mhm.
So, you said you've been doing it for 20 years,
Yeah. A little over 20 years.
a little over 20 years,
Yeah.
and there's a funny story that goes along with it. You got into
Yeah.
this by accident. So what happened?
So there's this commercial, like the infomercials today. Commercial would come on about
Mhm.
this roto zip tool. You can cut anything out.
Yeah.
I talked about it so much, and then one day, there it was at the house. They bought it for me. I talked about it too much,
Right?
so they ordered it for me. And thing is, it came with a book.
Which you kept talking about to your family, and you were like, man,
Yeah, my
this, I
family,
need to
yeah.
get one of
I'm
those. I need to
sorry.
get one of those.
Now, that's what I was doing every day. Oh man, I gotta have it. And I've never really done any woodwork or anything. It's just the commercial made me want to have it. So.
Uh-huh.
But when it came with a scroll saw book,
Right.
and it had patterns in it and this and that. And what a lot of people don't know about me here is I used to be a professional photographer. I
Oh,
went to the
wow.
Art Institute and everything. So
Oh, wow.
in Houston, and I used to do weddings. And I worked for a portrait company in Houston. So I used to sit back and think. When I saw the pattern book, I was like, what if you could put somebody's portrait on glass?
Yeah.
So I start practicing.
Nice.
And from the patterns that I saw in that book, and the rest is history, man. Just
So-
trial and error. I'm self-taught,
Right.
doing it every day.
There's nothing better than that.
Yeah.
So you're like, this thing looks cool and I want it.
Yes.
Somebody bought it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Shows up at the house,
Yeah.
and then you just kind of messed with it
Yeah.
and followed your curiosity
Yeah.
and like followed what you wanted to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've been selling it. You make a living doing this?
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
I think maybe 8 years now, could be more. I quit my job and that's all I do.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So this is a passion
Oh yeah.
and you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I enjoy it.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you're in your garage creating it or you're here at the market,
Yep.
what's the difference between, how's it feel, if you can, describe to me how it feels to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, versus showing up at some job?
Oh, I can tell you, my job, well, I'll tell you this. At one point, I was a little over 200 pounds, stressed out. I hated that job. And how I ended up leaving was they had a, what do you call it, like what's the fair they do, a health fair.
Yeah.
And they took my blood pressure,
Yeah.
and they were ready to send me, they wanted to call paramedics to send me to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They said your blood pressure's really high.
Yeah.
And next day, I handed my notice.
Really? And you had the glass thing going on the side?
No, I was just working. Oh, yeah, I would do that like, hobby.
Right.
Yeah. And I'd already moved to Port St. Lucie, so I seen a young lady. Matter of fact, she has a booth up front.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I told her what I did when I saw her at a show, and she was like, you should bring your stuff out. And I still have a photo of my first table,
Nice.
a few glasses, right? And that first
Were you
day-
nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous. And then that first day, though, it's like I made like over $100. And I was like,
Wait a second.
this has got to be a fluke or whatever. And they was
Right.
like, yeah, come back next week. Made a little bit more. Then it was like $300.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's
Got
it.
yeah.
I'm on my way now.
Yeah. So
and
then
that's when I met people and they start telling me, "This market's here, it's shows here, craft shows here." Never look back.
and now you just hustle your
Yep.
That's awesome.
And now I'm pretty much known
yeah,
from Fort Pierce all the way down to, West Palm.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So it feels good to do your own
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you were in a job that you said you didn't like, and you were overweight and had
Yep.
bad health, and you look very healthy now.
Oh yeah.
Mental health.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I'm good to go.
good to go.
Yeah.
It's all because
That's
you
why I
just
always, when people walk by, if they look kind of down, I ask them how their day is. And,
yeah.
You know.
You make a
kinda-
point to do
kinda
that.
cheer- Yeah. Oh yeah. On purpose.
Why?
Because I could see it. I was there.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you ask them, they go, not really. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, I try to make them look at it another way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, do you think that's important for people to do to each other?
Oh, yes.
Try and lift people
Oh,
up?
You never know when somebody's going through something.
Yeah. Did you have people that helped you when you were struggling?
Oh, yeah. I'll pick up the phone, or they'll call me. Even my brothers and sisters, we all call each other, see what's going on. Yeah.
Awesome, man. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have a brother and three sisters.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are all close?
Oh, yeah. We're close. Even though I live here, the sisters are in Missouri, and my brother's in Texas.
But you all,
Yeah. We stay on the phone, though.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you sell any of your products online?
Mostly through like Instagram or something like that. People will see my work or they'll see it on Facebook or something and they'll contact me.
Nice.
Mhm.
You have, so you,
But as far as a website go, no. But I tried it and I was getting overwhelmed.
right.
And I was like, that's not what I got into this for. It's
Right.
to take it easy.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Yeah, and I think as far as selling, I think Instagram, you can get it done on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
You can get it done on Instagram. I mean, you have the shop button and whatnot all set
No,
up. So people just DM
They
you.
just DM me, or they'll put it right on the picture. Like if I post a picture, they'll say, "How can I get it?" And then I'll
Right.
just contact them, or they'll DM me. Yeah.
Do you have a bestseller?
I would say Second Amendment and the Joker.
The Second Amendment and the what?
The Joker.
Why do you think so many people are buying the Second Amendment?
You know what? I don't really know. I never asked them, but they love it.
So why'd you print the Second Amendment?
You know, I listen to a lot of my customers. They'll say, "Oh, you should try this, or you should do that," and when I put it out, if it starts going,
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, that's the one."
Yeah. That's really cool.
And I've been doing that Second Amendment almost since I started.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So it's not something that's like new.
Oh no.
So people have always.
They want that one.
That's
yeah.
crazy. What about like you do any like Bible stuff or any like?
Oh
really-
yeah.
Yeah.
Like prayer changes things, or the one for the kids, like God answers an email, and I got kids, kneeling, praying, whatever. Yeah.
You say an email?
God answers an email.
So do you try to like scratch a creative itch when it comes to the quotes and stuff too?
Oh yeah. Like people will give me a quote, and I figure out how to change it.
Right.
Yeah. Make it mine.
Make it your own.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the creative process. Like
Yeah.
some people would be like, well, you got that idea from
Yeah.
maybe, but who didn't get an idea?
Like
It's called inspiration.
Like the one that says you just can't fix stupid.
Uh-huh.
So when you lift the glass up, I got the finger pointing, so it changes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they love that one.
So when you're drinking it, it points at you?
You can point at somebody.
That's awesome. That's really cool. What's your favorite? Right now, I'm sure it changes.
Oh. I can't say it on here.
I'll edit it out if it's too bad.
It looks like it's this shit o'clock.
What's it say?
Looks like it's fuck this shit o'clock.
Oh, okay.
That's the one. Beep, beep.
Yeah, right?
There you go.
I'll beep it out. Don't
All
worry. That's so. All right. So we'll wrap it up. So what's your favorite part of coming down here to the market and selling your
I
stuff?
love all the people, and they all stop and talk to me.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people, even people that come from Canada or like the seasonal.
Yeah.
They're like surprised. They over the years, you're still here. You're still at it. I'm like, yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
Do you recognize them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot of people. I have people that collect them, so they may have 15, 20 glasses.
Wow. Really?
Oh yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
part of their trip down
Oh,
here is
yeah.
to come see you.
Especially Canadians, they buy them, take them back,
Yeah.
even resell them.
Really?
Oh yeah.
The football stuff,
For
probably.
more, yeah. And Comic Cons or comic book shows, when I do like the Batman and stuff like that, oh yeah, they come collect them.
And then you don't care if they go sell them.
Oh no.
You're getting yours. Who cares if
Yeah,
they get theirs?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's good because it's like, oh my work is
Yeah. It's getting out
sought
there.
after.
Yeah.
Like they see the glasses, but people don't really know. If you look at my Instagram page, which is Hollywood Stylzs,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see like big panels of glass that I've done.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
I
do
can
big.
some serious artwork. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll check it out, and I'll urge people to check it out. And that's what
Okay.
this is about.
Okay.
Hopefully, we can get some people that might not know about you to see and follow your page
Mm-hmm.
and start enjoying your stuff. And hopefully, if they're ever in Stewart, to come see you
Oh, yeah.
and say, hey, because warm, welcoming guy,
Yeah.
and that's really important. I mean, in today's digital world,
Mm-hmm.
some people are losing touch.
Yes.
So it's nice to people might not stop and say, hey,
Right,
unless
right.
unless you do what you do and say, what's going on? Hey, how you doing?
You're right.
But,
Yep.
Very cool, man. Well, I'll let you get back to your booth. Is there anything else you want to add?
And the portrait to glass.
Yeah.
My first one was Mike Tyson, and it went to at the time I believe it was Steve Shepard's gym in West Palm, and somebody still has that glass to this day.
Was it a good piece?
Oh yeah, I kind of did it by hand.
Yeah.
I etched by hand with a Dremel tool too, and they were like, when I took it in, they were like, "That's Mike Tyson." So I was like, "Did it right."
Yeah. Right.
They
right.
knew who it was.
What year was it?
Ooh. That had to be, so that means I started around 97,
Oh
98.
wow. Pre-face
Maybe
tattoo.
98, something like that. Yeah.
Before Mike had the face tattoo.
You know what? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been on there.
So you were a Mike Tyson fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to box professionally.
Really?
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any itch to hit the heavy bag, or you still hit that?
In the garage?
Yeah.
If I break a glass, I get over there.
How many fights did you have?
Total, with mixed martial arts, I probably had maybe 17 or something.
Wow,
like that.
sanctioned?
Not
like
all sanctioned.
okay.
No, not all.
But like 17, like organized.
But yeah, even amateur and then
Right.
pro. And then the pro match I had, yeah, after that first fight, a draw for my very first fight,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't want to fight me after that.
Really?
Yeah. It was hard to get a fight.
Really?
Yeah. And that's what made me go to some of the mixed martial arts tournaments. Yeah. And I won one in Kansas City.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the mixed martial arts you did, you were mostly a stand-up striker, like
Yep.
yeah,
And front kicks.
front kicks.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Really cool. So you think you've enjoyed your life so far?
Oh yeah. I can't complain. When people come by here and complain, I said there's always somebody that'll trade with you. So,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
It's always
I just try to, if something's not going right, I just try to figure it out.
right.
Try to figure it out.
What
But
else
don't
can you
give
do?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else can you do?
Yeah.
So, Marine,
Yep.
fighter, professional,
Photographer.
photographer,
Yeah.
art. You sell your art now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad.
Nah.
What else you got? You got a lot left to. You have things you want to scratch off a list, or you just do things as it comes.
One thing I'm working on.
Yeah.
I want to be a helicopter pilot.
How you?
And a few people know that. When I was in the Marine Corps, I was offered to go to aviation school. Didn't do it. Big regret. So I'm learning behind the scenes.
Yeah. Good for
oh,
you.
yeah. So,
Good for you. How
one
far?
day,
How
one
far
day.
along are you? Do you know?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe sometime next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish you luck with that. I hope you
Yeah.
do it. I'm sure you will. You seem like the type of guy that if you want to do something, you just do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go for it.
I love that.
I'll go
That's
for
the
it.
best.
Yeah.
All right, Hollywood. Well, it was great to talk to you. Thanks
Hey,
so
thank
much for
you.
sitting down.
Thanks for sitting with me.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right.
I appreciate
Thank
you.
That's the man you need to interview.
Yeah, you think?
That'd be a good local story. They might even have a Mike Tyson story for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the original one he backed off of.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
I used to box in Coconut Grove, and I became Golden Glove. And Mike Tyson used to come into the gym that I was boxing at. Coconut Grove. I lived on a 38-foot teak sailboat right behind Lonnie Trainers.
Where's Coconut Grove?
You're gotta be shitting me. You don't know what life is till you go there. It's down in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go to Coconut Grove. Are you shitting me?
I've never been south. I mean, I just moved here 8 months